I am a journeyman, purely from the number of clubs that I've got.
How many clubs is that?
Too many. Maths has never been a strong point. I can't count that high. I am Darryl Duffy. I'm 36 years old and I was born in Glasgow. I started off at Rangers and then Brecon City, then Falkirk, Hull City, Hartlepool United, Swansea, Bristol Rovers, Hibernian, Cheltenham Town, and then over to India with Salgonka, FC Goa, and then Mohun Bagan, back home, St Mirren, Airdrie, Stirling Albion, and now I'm at Stranraer. Since I can remember, I would come home from school and I would chuck my bags down in the hallway and I'd grab a ball and out down the park with my friends, and it's just all I can ever remember is playing football. When I first went into Rangers, it was Dick Advocate who was the manager. It was a real star-studded team. Stefan Klos, Arthur Newman, Amoruso, Fernando Rickson, Michael Moles, Torre Andre Flo. So there was no lack of money being spent in the first team at that stage. Unless you're an extraordinary talent, you know, you're not going to come in and remove them for the first team. It was daunting being 16, but it was kind of inspirational at the same time. But kind of latterly, it was kind of different. I was getting to like 19, 20, it would be guys who were really good players in their prime, but they were kind of coming to the end of their career. And I was looking to kind of kickstart mine. So that was a good opportunity for me to get into the first team, but it didn't happen. I could have, you know, sat on my backside and picked up a wage, but that wasn't me. I was always had that hunger and desire to play football, and that's why I've had so many clubs in my career. Every time I moved to a new club, my wife Claire, she hated it because I'd basically sign the contract and then I'd be away. So it's not fun outside of it. I mean, it looks great, you know, transfer deadline day and people moving for big money and stuff like that, and it looks great, but they don't see all the chaos that goes on. Anybody that's ever moved house before will tell you how difficult it is and how stressful it can be. It's tough, it is tough, and it can test your relationship as well. When I was younger, I always had a desire to play abroad. India probably wouldn't have been top on my list, if I'm being honest. It was actually my wife. She was like, let's go for it, let's give it a go. Obviously, I'd played British football my whole career, my whole life, and it's 100 mile an hour. Went over there and tried to play the same way. And the heat and humidity just didn't allow it. You know, I would be absolutely done in by half-time in games. The coach just said to me, when we don't have the ball, he says, just stand and get your breath back. You don't need to be chasing down defenders. So I was like, that's magic, absolutely magic. I love that. I loved Falkirk. It's a time in my career that I look back on really fondly. I don't have any real regrets in my career, but I left Falkirk in the January to go to Hull City. And probably if I could change one thing in my career, I probably wouldn't have moved. You know, Falkirk, we'd kind of established ourselves in the Premier League in Scotland and we're doing reasonably well. And I went to Hull, who were third bottom in the Championship and really struggling. And then I kind of went there and it was, you know, you didn't feel comfortable, you didn't feel settled straight away, and it just never really got going for me at all there. My wife would probably say it's my last move. She's kind of done, but oh, she's been saying that to me since we come back from India. She's like, oh, just, you know, you're not feeling done yet, your body not kind of giving up. I'm like, no, fine, still got loads left. As long as I feel like that, come the end of every season, then I'll be looking for my next club.